What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode in our NASCAR 2006 series here today on the PlayStation 2. We are at the Kansas Motor Speedway in the truck series. Qualified on the pole. I wasn't expecting us to qualify on the pole. We were coming around out of turns 1 and 2 around 10th place. And this baby really stuck down there in 3 and 4 and we're able to snag the pole for this one. So it ought to be a very good race for us. We have, I believe this is going to be a triple header today. We have a wheel-in race as well planned. Then we have another trip over in the National Series as well, so it'll be a very fun episode. I went ahead and adjusted the wedge a little bit. It was a little bit too snug there, and I figured it's going to be doing 10-lap stints, so I figure that we should be good to go ahead and loosen up just a tad so that we can actually move around a little bit and make the moves that we need to in order to get the lead, stay in the lead, and extend the lead. Hopefully we can. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy the content that you're seeing, and let me assure you, there's going to be a whole lot more racing in the coming months. It's going to get insane, guys. We have the new NASCAR game coming out, but first, before that, we have the new F1 game coming out. F1 2017, it looks amazing with a fully expanded career mode. It's going to be a good time. Then after the NASCAR Heat 2 game comes out in September, we're going to be playing the Project Cars game. Project Cars 2 will be coming out. And then we also have the new Forza 7 game, and then we'll probably dip into the new Need for Speed game as well. I'm a huge Need for Speed fan ever since the Hot Pursuit days and Underground and all that, so ought to be a lot of fun as we go for the lead here. But yeah, if you guys do like what you're seeing, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and join me on the journey to 2K as we try to get to 2,000 subscribers. It really helps me out a lot, guys, and I assure you there's a lot more racing to come. So right now, this truck feels not too bad. I can really dig it. This might actually be a race we can get back there. I'm not trying to get too cocky right now and help out our teammates a little bit, because this thing is sticking, except for that corner a little bit. I had to lift just a tad. I mean, this thing is just humming right now, man. It feels awesome. And we have a caution on the track. Not sure why or what happened. We'll see right here really quick on the replay. I was just getting ready to pit here in about a lap or two. Looks like somebody spun coming into the pits. Wow. Looks like Harvick almost. I think it is Harvick actually. Just spun coming into the pits, got collected a little bit, came in too hot. I think it is Harvick. Yeah, it is. That's unfortunate for our teammate, but we're gonna go ahead and pit really quick. And we are gonna take 4 tires here. I feel pretty confident we can work our way up through the field. I don't want to change anything. This baby feels pretty good. Hopefully we get a good stop here. We'll see where we come out at. Me and my teammate, I believe the 33 or 133, we were kind of going back and forth there. If I was to slip up, he'd get underneath me, but my car is fast enough that I can drive back by on the outside or go on the inside of him and get by him. But one thing I am excited about in the NASCAR Heat 2 game is that we're going to have all 3 series back again. And I'm telling you, man, those new tracks that they're adding, like Iowa, Road America, Eldora, good job, buddy, on slipping up there. They look amazing. They're doing a great job with this game. I cannot wait for it. I can't wait to jump into these other series too and play them on the physics that game runs. I really enjoyed NASCAR Heat Evolution. I know it got a bad rap from a lot of people, but I personally enjoyed the physics for the most part. One thing I did have to change though, I've always run third person like I am right now. But in that game, there's a big, you can really notice as you're going to the corner, the back end just wobbles. The entire corner, left and right, as you're going in. It's really awkward, and it's really hard to sit there and play in that view, because in your head just watching it, you're thinking that your car's getting loose, so you try overcorrecting it. It's just really weird. I'm not sure why it wobbles like that. So I had to race hood cam pretty much the entire game, which is unfortunate. I do like running third person. You can see around you, you can make more precise moves and stuff, which is why I do it. I've always run it during the EA games, but they really screwed up on that game. It's just really weird running third person for some reason. So hopefully they fix that. It's just a really weird wobble. It was so awkward running it. But I am excited for that game. I didn't think the career mode was too bad. I like the steady progression. You start off kind of cruddy, kind of like NASCAR 04, and you know, work your way up. You get better equipment and stuff. You upgrade your facilities. And then eventually you're really good, but that's kind of it. So I'm excited to see, you know, starting trucks, you get deals, you work your way up. I hope I hope that you can maybe buy teams. They have not confirmed nor denied this yet about buying a team, a race team. That'd be awesome. Right now you're just racing for people, but in Heat Evolution you actually owned your own team right from the start. You weren't signed with anybody, and then you signed sponsors. So hopefully you just run one, like say you run for Hendrick or something in the Cup Series, and then eventually get up enough money that you can buy Hendrick, and then you can develop other teams and stuff like that. That would make the career mode longevity last so much longer. I think not just for me, but for everybody. Because after you get a cup, by the end, you're winning like 10, 15 races a season. You know, it's still fun to kind of drive around out there and dominate, but at the same time, it's not. You know, you like a challenge. So if you actually have a goal, like doing something like, you know, earning up enough money for a cup team, to own a cup team or Xfinity team, and, you know, they're implementing stages. They implemented stages this past season, so that's going to be in the game as well, which that's going to be amazing. That's going to be so much fun, earning those stage points throughout the season. And I'd love to see them do the actual rules that they have for cup drivers stepping onto Xfinity and truck. So if I wanted to step down every once in a while and race those, I can, but, you know, still limited. That'd be a little bit more realistic, and I would really enjoy that, actually. But we're coming up now, 3 laps to go. I'm kind of just rambling. I can ramble all day about that game. I'm super stoked about it. I only have about a month left, 3-4 weeks left. I already got that thing pre-ordered, man. I'm ready to go. Ready to go for sure. I'm trying to pick which track I want to go to next year. For it, I might actually just go ahead and get 2 games. Bring somebody with me, but I'm super stoked, man. I cannot wait to get that game. It's an awesome deal they got going on too. You can, if you pre-order it, you get to pick a ticket to a track. It has to be the Motor Speedway brand or whatever. The people that own like Atlanta and stuff like that, they own a few. I think like 6 or 7 tracks. So I mean, there's a good array to pick from. Just picking which one for me to go to next year is going to be pretty cool to see. But last lap, and we got a pretty good lead. This is actually the biggest lead we've had so far this whole race. I'm not sure where our teammate went, the 133. But we got a 4/10 lead, looking about 5/10 right now. Hopefully Harvick made a good recovery. We'll see after the race where they are sitting at. But this is really neat to actually get another Speedway win. We've been able to win at Lowe's. And I think we won at, I'm trying to think here, Texas, something like that. But this is a good recovery from, I believe, Michigan, where we kind of had a race. And then we skipped one too. So only teammate finished in the top 10 was Marvin. So good deal, man. Got some good money. Awesome. And we have a phone call here. Good standings. I'm waiting for this cup offer, man. I'm thinking by the end of the year we're going to hear something. Surely. Unless they're going to make us go through the whole year without one. So we're going to race at New Hampshire real quick. And then we're going to race at New Hampshire in the National Series as well. Should be a great race for us. Next episode we have UPS and then Mr. Clean. I mean, those are going to be great tracks. I feel confident that we can win all these tracks right here. So hopefully we can make this episode a three-peat and see what we can do at New Hampshire. So no qualifying for this guy. We're going to jump straight into this bad boy. We only have a handful of races left in this series right here for the rest of the season. I think we only have 7 or 6, including this race. So, I mean, we're winding down. We're halfway in the National and Truck Series as well. That race that we just raced at Kansas was the halfway mark for the trucks, and we've been over past halfway in the National Series for a little bit now, a few races. So, I mean, we're winding down, man. We still don't have quite the amount of money that I hoped we did at this point. I'm sure we're doing good. We've got about nearly $2 million. We should have over $200 million at the end of this race. So I guess we're doing... Oh, we got a crash right here. Oh, never mind. Oh, man, I'm tripping. That was just the NASCAR sign. And I'm kind of getting away with riding around the apron right now. This thing sticks so well. It's just kind of easier to get by these guys. In the newer game, man, you can't touch this apron. Really tricky. It's really cool the way that they have this track in the new game. Makes it a lot of fun. You have to really pick your lanes a little bit better, I guess would be a good word to say. It's hard to run the bottom because it's a little bit flat, but that second groove and third groove, man, a little bit more banked. You can carry a little bit more speed, so it's kind of fun. Let's see who we can switch to now. 192 is doing good. 19, 153. You're the lucky winner, buddy. He's back here in 18th place, not doing too great. Looks like we'll go to the 191 next. Whoa. Oh, God. So he cannot really run on the apron. His car is really loose. Really loose. So just gonna kind of watch it here. Oh, God. Man, his car is just loose in general. Wow. I'm gonna talk about evil. No wonder he was running back there in 18th. Wow. So I'm not sure how long this series is gonna be, guys. I want to keep going until we get a cup team, and obviously I want to race that cup team and win a championship with it. Will be the ultimate goal. So I mean, if we get a truck series team next season, that'll be season 3. The following season, you should be able to get a Bush Series team or National Series, so that'll be season 4. So I imagine season 5 would be the last season. We should be able to buy a cup team then, and then and then that'll be it. This will probably be a 5-season series, I'd imagine. And yes, I've been asked a couple times. We're gonna keep doing this series even after all these other games come out. It's gonna be a lot. I know. I'll probably be doing like 2 or 3 videos a day with these other series included, but you know, I really want to do them. It's something I'm really passionate about, is racing games. I haven't had a chance to do that a lot on this channel in the past, just with my equipment that I had then and stuff. So I'm really excited to do it now, and by God, we're gonna do it. I'd love to keep doing kind of retro games too. That'd be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and jump. Oh man, my bad, buddy. To the 191 guy. Tell you, that Carl's just in, dude. That was a handful. 19's up there, 192's up there, 153's up there. So this guy's the farthest back right now. Only one outside the top 10 looks like. So we're gonna get him up here. Excuse me. Into the top 10. Hopefully into the top 5. We're gonna see real quick. Love to get all these guys into the top 5, but their cars are just evil to handle, man. Absolutely horrible. So we're going to hop into the 19 right after we get up here into 3rd. Wow, this thing's just sliding around like crazy, man. 115, a walker. Huh. He's a walker. You get it? Oh, man, I made some bad jokes. Really bad jokes. Okay. Up here in 3rd. Time to do the old switcheroony. 3 laps to go. I just want to make sure we get a top 5. No, don't pass him. Come on. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up here and push this guy ahead. Dang it, that didn't work out quite the way that I imagined it would. Alright, we're going to have to do some bouncing around here. Hey, where'd that one guy go? Are we all lined up here? Oh, I think we are. Oh, wow. Just 2 laps to go. Good deal. I'm going to get this guy up here then. Man, that one guy must have fell back. Not sure what happened. He was trying to go for 2nd and 3rd. Last lap. We are still comfortably in the lead. Got about a 2nd lead. I'm going to try not to let the racer in me try to pass me. We're cutting down on him quick, though. Look at this. It's probably going to be the closest finish my car has had all season. Don't pass him. There we go. I believe that is a sweep in the top 5. It sure is. Look at that. So far, this episode's a sweep. Hopefully, we're with 2 million. We are. Good deal. And hopefully, we can make this bad boy a 3-peat. Going to the same exact track in the National Series. I hope this goes good. We've been to tracks before where we do great in the Whelen and Truck Series in the National Series, and then we just flop. So hopefully, this is not the case here. So we didn't qualify as well as I wanted to. We still got 6th. I hate being on the outside initially. That kind of sucks. And Shane Himmel, the guy that we're chasing in the standings, actually qualified P1, which is also not good for us. Hopefully we do a little bit better in the race. We've had races where we did do better in the race, so hopefully that's just the case here and we're able to make up some spots and, you know, make this happen. On the straightaways is really where we lost a lot of speed to these guys. Of course, we really closed in on the corners. That's where he gained a lot of ground, but the straightaways, man, we just don't have the power to get up to speed again. So it's, yeah, you can see how far we're falling back just on this one straight. It's insane. But I feel like we'll have a good race regardless. Hopefully we can get a good top 10. Don't want to lose too many points to these guys. I still just want to keep getting consistent finishes, and, you know, we'll end up there at the end. They're bound to have some bad races like they've had in the past at short tracks. That's really their weak spot, is short tracks. So hopefully we can just capitalize on that and make it happen, Captain. I was actually able to catch up to Bobby Labonte. Oh man, didn't mean to bump him there. We're gonna get P5 out of that though. Man, I'm really just trying to push really hard right now to make up some ground and see the three guys that I'm really chasing in the standings besides, I think it's Trigger, like L Trigger. He drives the Old Spice car. One of them, I think there's actually two in the Busch series. Yaley, Boyer, and Himmel, all up there in the front. Not what I want to see at all. But they're not really pulling away, nor are we really gaining a lot. We're gaining about a tenth in the corners, but they make that up on the straightaways. So I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Obviously keep racing hard, but pit strategy wise, I think it'd almost be pretty foolish to potentially ruin our chances of winning if we were to take two tires. Because I don't think the tires would wear very well here, and I can imagine it would be just a huge handful in these corners, especially because under these heavy braking zones. But we're gaining on these other guys, but it's really hard to close on the leader for some reason. But I am glad to see the field is starting to stretch out. So hopefully we don't lose too many spots while on pit road, as I'm sure we will. We're starting to see guys come in now. We're on lap 11. I'm not going to pit for at least another 2 or 3 laps. Especially when I see these guys come in. This is a track now that the AI do make mistakes coming in. They'll sometimes hit that barrier coming in. So hopefully maybe something like that will happen and we can take advantage of that. But I'm not sure. I just don't want to get burned again like we did at Bristol earlier in the season, where we had the lead and I decided to come in and pit early for some reason, and ended up in us losing the win, losing the race. Really hard to see that. We're kind of fading just a tad here on the later stages of this run. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and loosen this car up just a tad. Whoa. Looks like he tried taking me out. Yeah, we're probably going to loosen this thing up just a tad. It's a little bit tight. He definitely took Bobby Labonte out a little bit. Wow. Yeah, we're losing on these guys pretty bad right now. I don't know if I want to pit this lap. There's still a lot of guys on pit road. Probably just going to wait one more lap. We are losing a good amount of time right now. Because how cruddy our car is. I'd like to lead a lap. For sure. So hopefully we can kind of ride this out a little bit. So we're definitely going to have to pit this lap. The fuel indicator just turned red, as y'all can probably see. And we're losing probably like 3/10 a lap on this guy now at this point. So we really do need to come in. The car has kind of gone to crap. Hopefully we can gain just a little bit coming into pits. And we can. Okay. So bring this down. Bring that down just a hair. It's calling for an 18.1. So there goes Shane in now. He pits right next to us, doesn't he? I hope we don't lose too much time. There goes Labonte. He's in his pits. Don't make a mistake, guys, please. We have a really good shot here to get a top 10. Or maybe even a top 5 if we don't lose too much on pit road. A win, we just don't have the speed There goes Shane. Holy crap. Holy crap. Look at how much time we lost. Oh my god. That's insane. Wow, he's in turn 3. Oh my goodness. Dude, he's got to be 4 or 5 seconds ahead of us now. I cannot believe we lost that much time. Bobby Labonte's ahead of us. 4 seconds back. So we lost 2 seconds on pit road. Even though, you know, I drove it in there really hard. I'm sure we can probably still get a top 5. I think I can catch those guys ahead of me after we get by Miller. Oh, I thought that was Harvick. I guess it's Miller whenever Harvick's not racing. And this thing's driving really well now. Loosening it up was a good choice. You can see we still have the straightaway speed, man. We can't clear guys. Unless we're side by side for a little bit, unless they kind of screw up. But either way, still a good run. Just really sucks that he's up there leading, man. That's the last guy I want to see win this thing. Really, he just kind of came out of nowhere. He wasn't running great at all last season. And now he's leading the freaking points. But either way, it's still going to be a good race for us. I think we can catch these guys. 7 laps to go here. Yeah, we're definitely catching them. So we're able to get by Labonte here. Kind of tapped him just a little bit. Coming out of 4. I didn't think we were able to get by Labonte. I thought it was going to be Wallace here. So maybe we can get by Wallace. He was able to get by Labonte pretty quickly. So if this guy keeps slipping up, I was hoping that Boyer was going to be able to get by Shane up there in the 32. Just so anybody but him wins. Because he's just going to keep extending that points lead. Last lap now. I don't know if we're going to catch Kenny, man. They're just way too fast in the straightaways. Oh, man, he really slipped up that corner. Wow. Alright, we're going to dive it off here into 3. He's pretty far ahead. Hopefully he slips up big time again. Nah, he actually got in there pretty good. We get good runs on him in the corners, though. So we're going to get a top 5, which I'm pretty cool with that. We qualified 6th. I mean, we were able to gain on these guys up here, but the leader, man, we were just pretty much even with him. It was almost impossible to do anything. So Shane ended up winning. We didn't lead any laps or anything like that. So not quite a sweep in this series. We did get a 2.1 million, which is a cool milestone for us. But we did get 2 wins and a top 5. So overall, pretty successful, I'd say. We keep racking up those wins in the truck series. Turning it into butter. That's what we're doing right now, guys. I'm just waiting for that phone to ring at some point. So next episode, we have UPS. And then we're going to be racing at Mr. Clean in the truck series. That'll be some very good races for us. Fully expect us to be up there battling it out for the win. So thank you guys for watching so much. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next episode.